If you're a motorsport fan like me, you probably saw Alex Brundle's video where he took the Lister Storm GT1 out to Donington for a track day event. Amazing video, one of my favorites in recent memory on YouTube, and I believe it's the best video of 2023 thus far, and I wanted to recreate it in Assetto Corsa. So I booted up a bunch of mods here. We got a Donington Park mod, we have a Lister Storm GT1 mod by the name of the RSS Tornado, and then even a sound mod. So once I shut my mouth, you will be able to hear the 7-liter V12 engine in all its glory. And glory is the right word. This thing absolutely screams. What a tremendous sound. And yeah, surely you will enjoy it. The sun is starting to get a little bit low here at Donington, and it's beautiful sights. So we're going to turn just a few laps here. Once I cross the start-finish line, I will shut up for one lap so you can just enjoy the raw sounds of this car, and hopefully there won't be too much traffic in my way and I can set a decent lap time. For what it's worth, Alex Brundle in his video In Traffic talked about getting a 132.6, keeping in mind it's a track day event, so he was not pushing whatsoever. But can I get a 132.6 anyway? We'll find out. All right, here we go. This thing is incredible. I don't drive this car enough. Most of my time with the RSS GT pack for Assetto Corsa goes into the Lanzo V12, which I think is one of the greatest cars ever released for Assetto Corsa. But apparently I'm missing out, because this Tornado, aka the Lister Storm, I mean, it rips, man. This thing is incredible. Not sure if that Caterham just turned into me. No, it looks like he's doing fine. We came very close to touching there, but I don't think it was too chaotic. So as you can see, I have some, road-going performance cars here on the track with me, and you can see how quickly we dispatch these cars. Just no match for a GT1 class car. It seems a bit antiquated by dint of its sequential stick shift, but there's no questioning the performance. The 600-ish horsepower you get from the 7-liter V12, I mean, it's it's a true 600 horsepower, and not peaky. It's just raw delivery, and what a driving experience it is. Even in a simulator, I can't imagine what it must feel like when you're actually on track with something like this. I am hoping we can chase down a Radical on these laps, because I've put a bunch of, let's call it, fodder out here for me to overtake and kind of recreate what Alex Brundle would have seen in his laps. But I also put some Radical SR3 XXRs out here, and those would be the fastest cars out here and you know, should give me a run for my money. So hoping to get some racing in if I can catch one of those, but we'll see what happens. But I mean, this is why I sim race. I should let you know that. This kind of thing, I'm never going to be a competitive sim racer, never have been, never will be. I just enjoy recreating cool things like, you know, Alex Brundle's GT1 experience at Donington, or, you know, taking the Pagani Zonda R out to Nordschleife, or, yeah, you know, taking an endurance car out to Le Mans. This is what I sim race for, exactly like this. And you know, I've got the motion sim turned on. I got my Thrustmaster T818, which is a tremendous wheelbase. And you know, this is as close as I will realistically get to ever driving something like this. And it just feels so cool, so much fun. And yeah, I'm just very fortunate to have something like this in my life. But anyway, mushiness out of the way. Where are those radicals? Oh, I think I might have just called one out of the pits by accident. So this obviously a Lotus, but I believe the one that exited the pits before was said radical. Goodbye, Lotus. Any other day, that Lotus would be fast looking, but today is not that day. I love the cars up on the hill there watching all this. Flat through this left-hander. Oh, then missing the apex by about 5 meters. I'm used to driving Donington in the Assetto Corsa Competizione, and the GT3s move a little different than a GT1, of course. Not quite used to it. I see the radicals kind of getting hung up with somebody there. Hopefully it doesn't ruin my chance to race with them. And it's by the Porsche, I see that. So that's good news. I will have to catch that Porsche. Whew. So it does have a lot of life. By comparison to a modern GT3, this GT1 definitely has a lot of life. You stab that throttle too soon on corner exit, or you risk going around. If you brake too late, you risk the rear end coming around on you. Just a lot of life in this thing. I wouldn't say it's difficult to drive. I would say that, yeah, it's alive underneath you. What a cool feeling car. A little slow getting by the Porsche there. Slowed the efforts to catch up to this radical. Pushing a bit too hard here. Missed that apex again. Could not recommend this enough. Especially if you have a sequential stick shifter. I mean, these GT1 cars are just it. They're everything. They're why we race. Loud, fast, slightly unruly when pushed too hard. This is why we do it, right, folks? Slowly catching up to this radical. Nice to have a challenge finally. Here we go. This lap, we should be able to catch this car. He'll be faster through the curves than me, but I should be faster in the straights. So down the hill, this will belong to the radical. And as we begin back up, battle here, lots of sparks from the radical, and I'm glad I saw that at the last second. radical with a very aggressive dive to the apex. Luckily, I saw that coming. This should be it. Should be able to outbrake him. Or not. Go ahead, take a massive cut there. Alright, gonna try and nail the exit here, get a good run. I think he'll get hung up on the Porsche. Whew, too much, too early. And this will not be it. Well, it kind of is. Very unfortunate timing here. Porsche, you stay over. Where's the radical? Oh, he just got by just now. All right. This is going to be my final lap. I think I've proven the point. Truly an awesome thing to do in sim racing. Links for creating all this are in the description. That'll be it for my voice. Let's enjoy the sounds one last time. So much for watching.